Welcome to the first ever Icons for Icons podcast. It's your boy Fred, aka the Icon, and boy, do I have a juicy episode for you all. It's been a long year, the toughest of our lives. With this pandemic taking away so many, it's important to keep your friends around. Here with me is my good friend, Aaron Smith. Aaron, how are you?
I'm good.
Oh my goodness. With the holiday season here, it's really important to have your close friends. For instance, we've been friends for so many years. So let me ask you this. What makes a good friend?
A good friend? To be honest, what makes a good friend, being there for your people, always being able to, be the one that you can pick up the phone and be like, I got you, anything of that sort. But not even that, just, the emotional and mental support you get from a friend, that also contributes to you being a good friend. Because, you can't be a good friend without going through struggles with somebody else. Like, that's going to be the test of your friendship. So, going through things, having a friend that's going to be there for you, that just shows how much of a good friend you are. Just being there and staying down through it all, not letting none of the petty, stuff ever affect how you feel about that one person, just all of that good stuff.
Oh wow, that was just really amazing. Do you have anything else that makes a good friend? That was a great answer.
Like I said, just, keeping it and, keeping it 100, like keeping it real at all times, Don't ever think you can't speak your mind on something that you feel if you think it's going to better that person. So, if you feel like that ain't the right move that they got to make, you need to speak up. Because at the end of the day, sometimes your interest could be the best. And you could help save that person before they do that one thing that you don't want them to do.
Right. So what a great answer. And as mentioned earlier, we've been friends for so long. And throughout these years, I never even asked. So what are your favorite qualities about me?
Qualities? The first one that always sticks out to me, you are going to be yourself through any situation. Like, any situation, it don't matter what it is, you're going to stay true to Fred. Like, you're always going to be Fred. Another thing is, like I said, you look out for people, even, when you're not supposed to. Like, you're the type to look out, and you're the type, if somebody needs help, you're going to be there for them. So, I really I like that about you because, like you said, we've been friends a long time, and,
right.
We talk about a lot of stuff. So,
yeah.
I know, I know some things where it's just like, I'd be like, Fred ain't have to do that, but at the same time you did because, it's your heart. I get it. It's your heart. You just that down to earth type person. You chill and you always willing to help. And that's what I like about you. Like, it's never a moment where you can, anybody can ever come to you and it's a dull moment either. Like, you're always so enthusiastic about stuff. You can keep a smile on your face. You keep a smile on other people's face. You're very, very, very entertaining. So, it just, you hilarious, my boy. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, you hilarious. So it's just like, that's them qualities that I like about you. Like, it's the little things with me, and it's like, you showed me like you stay down through it all.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. That is just so, nice and sweet. Thank you for those kind words.
You are very welcome, my boy. Alright. So, I know you've been asking me questions, but let me ask you, like, what do you think makes a good friend?
Oh, well, Honestly, in my opinion, a good friend is someone that will hold you accountable. You're always gonna have friends that, they're gonna stick beside you no matter what. But at the same time, a good friend is someone, they're gonna let you know when you're wrong. They're gonna let you know, like, hey, this wasn't the best option, or what you did in this particular situation, you were in the wrong. Also, a good friend is somebody who has, unwavering loyalty. They're gonna stick beside you through thick and thin, and it's almost like like a regular married couple. It's like the same thing with like a platonic friendship. You guys are gonna be there for each other forever. You're always gonna keep each other on your toes. And for me, a good friend is all about accountability and loyalty. And also at the same time, you guys share the same interest. I feel like friends are made when you share the same interest, or you learn about the other person's interest, and you like learn how to adapt to everyone else's interest. And if it does interest you, that's just another thing that makes you guys even better friends. So I think that's what makes a good friend, in my opinion.
Great answer. Like, you went into like depth about that. Like, but I like what you said about the accountability though. That's the word that really sticks out to me, because not a lot of people like to hold people accountable. And it's like, how can you really and truly say you're my friend if you're not gonna hold me accountable for something that you know is wrong? Like, that's really all that to me. That's what it's about as a friend. You have to set a standard for yourself and your friends in any situation, to where if something is wrong, you need to speak up and say it, because at the end of the day, you might look at it differently and the other person might look at it differently, but your view might be the best view for them. So it's just like I said, that accountability, that word I really like. I love that word. Like that is a
great word.
And yeah. So what are some qualities that you like about me as a friend?
So, some great qualities, favorite qualities about you. So, like I said, we've known each other for so long, and it's like we've learned about each other, yet it was never addressed. So, for me, I think the first thing is your humor. When we first met, probably like, oh God, 5-6 years ago, you never you never fail to have me or anybody else laugh. You are very funny. Your sense of humor is very funny. And another quality that I do love is your work ethic, because even when you are stressed and you're ready to give up, there are some times where you put in the extra you give it 110%, and you get the job done. So that is something that I do admire about you. And also the same thing, you're very helpful for your friends when it comes to when it's like when you're able to. Because, of course, there are times where you really just can't help. But the same way as you described me, you're there for somebody. Like, for instance, you're here with me on my first podcast. And out of all the other friends that said no, you were the first yes out of many no's. So the way you're able to help out your friends. And also the last thing, really, I don't know if a lot of people know, you're a great cook. Like, I know people locally, they know that you know how to cook and you know how to throw down. But I think everyone that is hearing this podcast today should know you are a great cook.
Hey, plates coming 2021 too. Just, stick around for it. And that's something that, before I get into that, I do appreciate that, because not a lot of people, notice that about me, my work ethic.
Yeah.
I'm always going to be hilarious. Like, that's just me, but like you said, like, that's really one thing that stuck out to me, like my work ethic. And, I was never raised as a quitter. So even when I'm dog tired, I'm still gonna give my all. But like I said, y'all just stick around. 2022 coming back. Hopefully by the end of 2022, I can have this nice little restaurant, and business can be booming.
big plans. You
Big
guys
plans.
be on the lookout. And so those are really some of my favorite qualities about you, because I think those are the most important ones. I think those qualities are the reason why I chose to be your friend, because the other ones, of course, they come on, down the road as we, continue our friendship. But, it's about the qualities that stick out. That's what makes you stay being friends. So I will say that's really the things that I admire about you as a friend. And if anything, I thank you for being a friend, even, podcast aside, just being a great friend over the years. So for those who don't know, Aaron used to be my general manager at my first job, and there was just so many opportunities that he was able to create for me before I left. And, it's just, I can never thank him enough for all the opportunities that were created and the, development in, my 5 years that I was at Zaxby's. So there's just so many things that I thank you for.
I'm glad I could have helped you out with that too. That's deep. I am glad I could have been of a service to you when we was up there, because that's all I strive for all of y'all to just be the greatest you can. The words of Anthony Crawford: go out there and be great.
Be great, and if you're not being great, you're doing something wrong.
Something totally wrong.
So today, my viewers of my first podcast, with friends by your side, anything can be achieved. And once again, I'm so thankful to have people like Aaron in my life. And honestly, just thank you for being here with me on the first episode of Icons for Icons.
You are very welcome.
Before we sign off, any last words?
Just bringing it back to just, friend wise, y'all. Like, don't ever, lower your standards for anybody. If that person is not for you or with you, don't lower your standards to think that it's some silver lining in that. Go find you somebody in a group of friends that you know is going to be down for you and that's always going to have your back, and just, ride it till the wheels fall off with them. Like, don't ever lower your standards for anybody. Like, we are all superstars out here, and that one person might not see it, but that other group of friends might see it, and, they're going to push you to your very, very best potential. So, don't ever stray yourself away from finding what's best for you.
That was great. That was great. And before I sign off, I really just want to say, as the years go by and as we continue to survive amongst this pandemic, just remember to keep your loved ones close, keep your friends closer, and never take anything for granted, because anything can be taken away at the slightest moment.
Yep.
And once again, thank you all for tuning in to my very first episode of Icons for Icons. I will definitely be back, coming in for another episode, and thanks for tuning in. This is the Icon signing off, and stay blessed, everyone.
Blessed and highly favored.
I know that's right.